Welcome to Adventures Beyond the Horizon. This is where we delve into the essence of overlanding, the art of navigating uncharted paths, and the stories forged on the roads less traveled.
I'm John, and joining me is Anthony. Together, we will explore the profound experiences of our journeys, the intricacies of vehicle modifications, and the challenges and triumphs of off-road adventures.
Each episode, we'll share insights of our recent trips, and as well as uncover the deeper connections and transformative moments found in the world of overlanding. Subscribe to stay with us on this journey. Welcome back, adventurers. We're here today for another episode. We're going to talk about our favorite go-to spots when we're off-roading and camping. I'm joined by my co-host, John.
Hello.
So, I know that I have a place in my mind of where I like to go, but I want to hear about yours first. So, being in Washington, what is your go-to off-roading trail?
So my go-to off-road trail is a mountain. I can't remember the name of the mountain. It's in the Olympic Peninsula. I go by Quilcene every single time. It's a small little town. I guess a mountain town, I suppose, but there's not a whole lot there. And it's the way I found it was through this app called OnX Off Roads.
Not sponsored.
And yes, exactly. But a great app. I love the app. That's how I find everything. And the campsite that place calls it is overlook Seattle. But the funny thing is, it doesn't actually overlook Seattle.
It's kind of misleading.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. Yeah, I think maybe you used to, but every time I've gone up there, I haven't been able to see any Seattle. And it goes pretty far up. I can't remember the exact elevation you get on it, but it's pretty high. I've only made it to the top once, and that was only because after exploring with my wife, we decided to finally go to the top. The first time I went there, we kind of scraped up the side of the Maverick, but not a whole lot.
That's when that happened.
No. That's not when that happened. No.
Oh.
No, like it was just like the normal, hey, the tree branch is too far, and those normal paint scratches.
Gotcha.
The Maverick was just, just wide enough to fit.
Just narrow enough to squeeze through those branches.
Yeah. So, and then we're like, okay, well, we're not going to explore anymore. So we turned around and went to the camp spot that I took you there, where there's a nice open clearing that you can see the mountains, and there's almost always snow on it, and I took you up that little hill that you're like, oh, the Maverick can't do that. And I'm like, yeah, I did that in the Maverick. And you're like, there's no way.
That was a great freaking view. That was a really good one. I think that was one of my favorite views in Washington.
But it was even better because we got there right at the nick of sunset too. So we got to watch the sunset right behind it, and gorgeous.
Nice. I think we were there almost till sunset as well.
No, that's what I was talking about when you and I were there.
Okay, yeah.
My wife and I, we camped there, so of course we watched the sunset. Yeah. That's how I knew it had a great sunset.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the very bottom of that mountain, actually, there's a gun range. Not like a formal gun range, because here in Washington, as long as you're not shooting over the road and you're about 25 feet away from the road, you can just shoot in the woods.
Yeah, I think we pulled off there for a bit whenever you took me up there.
I think I just said, hey, yeah, over that way is where I go shooting. But
Mm-hmm. Wasn't there a few waterfalls over there too, like in that area? I know we stopped at
I
one.
I wouldn't really call them waterfalls, but I guess they're waterfalls because technically water is falling.
Yeah.
But they're like 6 foot, 7 foot waterfalls, which are
Hey, it's not about the size that matters. It's about how it's done.
it's about the motion of the ocean. You would say motion of the river.
Motion of the flow. Flow of the motion. No, flow. Never mind. Whatever.
Yeah, all the same.
Waterfall's a waterfall.
A river is a river.
Yeah. Then when we tried to go up there, we got stopped by the snow because it was still snow up there.
Yeah. So I didn't get to take you up all the way, but
Yep.
we were able to take you to the campsite. That was the important part.
Yeah.
I remember because I was also wearing my nice blazer.
Yeah, and I was kind of confused that day. I was like, "Why are you wearing this?" I don't think I ever actually asked you that, but I remember thinking that.
That's because I was fancy and I was feeling fancy that day.
Fancy.
Because I didn't want to wear like a hoodie or something. I just got it and I was like, I want to show it off, you know.
Lord. I mean, great wilderness attire, I gotta tell you.
We wouldn't really get out of the car that too much, so
Yeah.
yep.
What would
But
you?
I
What? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I've gone there multiple times for the gun range and going camping in that same spot. But other than that, I really don't have a favorite spot. That's just the one that I go to most often. I would love to explore the Olympic trails more, just all up in there. There's a lot over there that just with my schedule, I haven't had a whole lot of time. I have gone to the State Off Road Park as well a couple of times. A couple times in the Maverick, and then a couple times with my buddy who was on here a couple weeks ago, actually. My roommate, who has the Jeep Wrangler.
Nice, nice. Yeah, whenever I was out there, I was like, I really wanted to have my truck so I could go explore out there too. Because even if I had my truck, we could have gotten to the top even with that snow, and I knew it too. But yeah, it from the app, it seemed like that area had a lot of good trails to get down, and then even like with it being the like a rainforest type area, it would have been so pretty just to see it, just to explore the area in general.
Yeah, you went to the rainforest, but I wasn't there in the rainforest with you. I was back in,
Oh, I know.
yeah.
I'm just saying that area would have been cool because of that.
Yeah. There is a road up here that we wanted to do at some point. Do you remember the name of it? It was like the Olympic Backwoods Trails or something.
Something like that, yeah. That
It's
from the videos I've seen, it gets pretty intense.
yeah, yeah. If we take Zane on his adventure bike or on his Renegade, either one I believe will work.
I mean, if you watch that video, you'll see what happens. I mean, it's more of we have having a narrow vehicle, which ours would be perfectly fine because mine's relatively narrow, and so is the Renegade. We just got to be prepared for different things.
Yep.
So, but yeah, that'd be a cool area to explore. Well, okay. So, for people who are adventuring in that area for the first time, what tips or advice would you give them?
Just be well prepared. Just follow your checklist. And everything that I've done in my Maverick, which most cars can do.
Yeah.
I've seen people do this trail, which is pretty much just a gravel road with some minor ruts and potholes.
Fair.
But anybody can do so.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything too extravagant in the Maverick.
Well, you don't want to tear that thing up, so it's probably a good thing. And you also
Oh, yeah.
you also still need the lift.
Oh yeah, I know. I actually found the piece of paper that I was looking for when we did a gear episode. The actual lift was not as expensive as the labor. So I was like, well, why can't I just buy this lift and do it myself? Yeah, the buy the lift kit, which
Yeah,
I've put on a lowering kit on a Mustang before.
it it's usually just like a piece of metal that goes in between your suspension and the body.
That's for a leveling kit. The lift kit, I would have to do a complete change out of the strut and springs, which it comes
Oh.
assembled. So I just,
Do you remember how much that was?
yeah, actually, I do remember how much it is because I have the piece of paper right here, actually,
Wow, it appeared by magic.
by complete magic. Yep, the 2-inch lift strut kit for the Ford Maverick for all four is $599.95.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot cheaper than I thought it was going to be.
Yep. It's the rough country kit,
Wow.
and the labor to install it is 810,
Jeez.
and then the alignment afterwards is 130.
You're going to need that either way.
Yeah. Which I wouldn't be able to do that myself, so
Yeah.
I would just take it to shop and be like, "Hey, I need alignment."
So in other words, close to $700 in total.
No.
Yeah, with the
Oh, or if
alignment.
if I did it myself, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, about 130. But if I had the shop do it, it would have been $1,700.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's
So
that's a lot.
yeah, it's a thing I could definitely do myself.
Remember, you'd have to get all that stuff done in one day though, or over a weekend if you don't have to drive anywhere.
I could do it in a week, my guy. I have a motorcycle.
Ah, that's right. Damn.
So yeah, if I remember correctly, after googling it on the website, it's still $599.95. There is a 2-inch lift kit for $120, or a 1-inch leveling kit for $80. Which that 1-inch lift kit, or sorry, leveling kit is only for the Ford to make it level.
Yeah. Yeah, you know how much my leveling kit coming from Chevy is?
600.
$130 for a 1 inch. But that's for a leveling kit. That's all I need, and I'm just buying bigger tires.
Yep. Well, I would definitely need the 2-inch lift kit. So
And then you also have to think if you buy bigger tires too, that's also going to lift you up a little bit more too.
exactly, that's why I need the lift kit. It opens up those wheel wells that I have, so I can
So
put
all in
bigger tires
all,
on.
if you did the leveling kit, the lift kit, and new tires, you'll probably be looking at 3 inches more higher than what you have now.
I cannot do a leveling kit and the 2-inch lift kit
Why not?
because the leveling kit is designed for the ones that are on there right now, for the suspensions that are on the vehicle currently.
Aren't they just a plate of metal?
They are a plate of metal. However, they're already installed on these 2-inch lift kits, kind of. I'm unable to get that 4 inches extra because of the way the Maverick is designed.
Oh.
Yes. I have thought about doing that too, but cannot do that.
Well, at least you'll be able to still get that 3 inches because you can at least get an inch more with the tires.
I think I could get another 2 inches with the tires. Another 2 inches.
Yeah, I mean, that extra 2 inches may count whenever whenever it comes to an obstacle. So
And like when you were looking at it, the lowest point of my vehicle where the shields that can easily get removed.
Yeah. All right, we've gotten off the trail a little bit here, so let's get back on it. So was that all you had for your Overlook Seattle trail?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my go-to. What about yours?
Mine. I have one that is amazing. I actually took you here on the Colorado trip. It is Lost Park Road. I've
Yeah, oh
I,
yeah.
I have explored almost every trail in that trail system to date, except for one little part because it got super rocky and it kept giving me a migraine every single time I went there. So, Lost Park Road is essentially a dirt road that goes all the way back to a campground at the end of it. It goes for, I think, 3 or 4 miles. Super pretty drive. You're kind of in a valley. You're driving through it, and you have mountains surrounding you and everything. It's really pretty in the winter too. But they're close to the entrance of that road. There's another trail system. It doesn't really have a name, but it's like another, I think, 5 miles worth of trails back in there, and then it circles back into the main road. I've explored every bit of that. I've made YouTube videos about it, and they took place in the winter. It's a really fun place, and my go-to campsite is actually on that side trail system. It's a wide open fieldish area, has a great mountain view. This is where we camped out on the Colorado trip,
Yeah.
and when it's clear, it has the best mountain view I've ever seen. Snow-topped mountains. I've stayed I've stayed in that area whenever it was during sunset. Super pretty sunset. I think one of the prettiest I've ever seen. It's just the best. I think the elevation, I think at the top of the trail is like, I think the highest I ever went was like 11,200 feet, I think is the highest. There's multiple offshoot trails from there. The highest, the 11,200 feet, is on the offshoot trail, which circles back to the main road again. So there's kind of two side trail systems. This is the second one I'm talking about. The
Okay.
second
Yeah.
one is, I think, 2 miles. It's a little tougher than the other ones. There is about two rock climbs in it. My truck did it perfectly. My current truck did it perfectly fine. My other truck was struggling a bit, but really cool. There's about, I think, 4 or 5 different campsites along this second side trail system. They're just really pretty. There's not a big view on any of them, but it's more of like the iconic staying in the woods. There's trees all around you kind of campsites. Really cool.
Okay. Yeah.
I enjoy it. The only reason why I haven't explored this one little section is because the road to get there, the trail, super super rocky. Will bounce you around, gives me a headache every single time. So there's like this other offshoot trail off of that side trail that goes
Well, you
down
know what you
back
could,
down.
you know what you could do to prevent all of that rockiness. Get better suspensions.
Bruh, I bought a whole new truck just to get better suspension. Come on.
Oh, I know.
I mean, it works. It works fine. It's just a lot. It's nonstop. It's just nonstop being bounced around. So that's
You
why.
like being bounced around, then, huh?
Not when it gives me a headache.
Just drink enough water.
That's not always the solution, bro. That's like the most man thing to say.
No, no. The most man thing would be suck it up, Buttercup.
That is true. That is true. I should have saw that coming. But yeah, that is my go-to spot until to this day. Even this winter, I'm still gonna go back there, and I'm going to.
Well, yeah, there is a lot back there, so of course you're going to go back. Like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I went back there last winter, and then this winter, I'm also going to go to another trail system that's really close to that one, which is more flat, so I shouldn't get stuck like I did on Lost Park. So I'll be able to go over there and do that one. I think I'm going to do more of that one this winter than Lost Park, but Lost Park is still my go-to.
What are you going to bring this time?
To the new trail system.
Yeah, during the winter.
I mean, this time I'm gonna have bigger tires. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
have, of course, my traction boards. I have my
Mm-hmm.
winch now
Mm-hmm.
with the new truck, and then I have front and rear locking differentials.
Well, what else are you gonna bring?
Uh
That's right, a shovel.
oh
Yeah, that's
yeah, a
right.
shovel.
Yeah, a shovel.
I have yet to still buy one. I need to buy one.
Mister, oh yeah, I'll just use my traction board as a shovel.
I mean, it worked.
You know what works better?
An actual shovel, I know.
An actual shovel. Yeah, and there you go.
I just need to order one of those collapsing ones off of Amazon.
Yeah. I have two. I got one in one of the Ozark trail packs that you can get for like your camping trips and whatnot.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like a snow collapsing snow shovel type thing where it's like a wider base
Yeah,
instead of that for snow. Snow.
for snow.
Yeah, it's just like a flatter base and it's not as angular.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that's my go-to trail, and that's it. Oh,
Yeah. While you were talking, I was also able to figure out if I could speak, elevation
there you
for
go.
the overlook Seattle. I gain exactly 3,000 feet.
Jeez, I'm 8,000 feet above you.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well,
Just in
it
perspective,
literally
that's
goes
crazy.
from seafloor up a mountain
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
for me. So
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, and for first time goers to Lost Park, make sure you're prepared to be bounced around, especially if you go on that second side trail. If you're going there in winter, bring a shovel, traction boards, or have a winch, because you will get sucked into a ditch, and it sucks trying to dig yourself out.
he did it with traction boards.
And it still worked. Traction boards and my hand. But those traction boards came in handy, dude. That was a lifesaver.
Mm-hmm. That's what traction boards are for. That's why you're supposed to have them, like on any off-road adventure.
Yeah, that is the first thing I bought whenever I bought recovery gear was traction boards.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have anything else to add, Johnny boy?
No.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us on this episode of Adventures Beyond the Horizon. We hope you enjoyed the journey as much as we did. Today, we talked about our favorite camp spots, our favorite trails, and any tips that we had for you if you ever decide to visit them.
If you enjoyed the episode, please consider subscribing to our podcast so you never miss out on an adventure. Please don't forget to leave us a review, comments, anything helps. Please, it really helps us out. We'd love to hear about your own overlanding stories or any topics you would like us to cover in any future episodes. Connect with us on our Instagram or drop us an email.
Whether you're in the mountains or the desert, keep chasing the horizon, and we'll see you out there.
Peace.
Out.